Thank you for staying with us. That's a very sad and emotional video. A woman there crying and complaining. A 3-year-old was beaten by a teacher and left marks on the child's body. We'll be diving into that and more on this segment of the program. We have our guest in the house, a certified relationship, family, and lifestyle counselor, Aretu Bubine. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Good morning.
Thank you so much. It's good to be here again.
Glad to have you.
Yeah, thank you.
Looking at that video, what are your first thoughts about it?
Looking at the video, the first thing that came to mind is how on earth 3-year-old child. This is a child, for crying out loud. What does the child know? What is it exactly? What offense? Children will always be children, no matter what. A child at that age, 3-year-old, is supposed to even be at home. What does she know? What offense? And how can a teacher wants to correct a child, a baby for that matter, and decided to take a cane? What is going on in your mind? And you started putting that on the child. Picture it. Every frustration in the teacher's life rested on that child's body. Look at the marks on it. No, it's unacceptable. It is unacceptable, no.
Now, we're looking at the new age of discipline, and we see teachers continuously, they feel that the best way to correct children is using the cane. You know, taken from the Bible, spare the rod and spoil the child. But is it an effective way of creating a child, or is it the last resort to create to correct a child rather?
No, this is it. When you correct children, you correct them out of love. Children are human beings. They've got sense, they can think. Do you understand? Now, if you look at the aspect of you have to cane the child, flog the child, hit the child to correct, you're actually not correcting that child. You are inflicting pain on the child. You are passing a wrong message to the child. And it will get to a point, the child will get used to it, and that message that you want to correct, you lose the message. You're not correcting anymore because the child is now used to that flog or the cane, and all is like, oh, what will it take? Yes, they'll flog me, they cane me. But listen, the approach to correct someone is actually to have the discussion with the person. Age appropriate. Do you understand? For example, a toddler, you want to correct a toddler. If you hit the toddler, what does that child know? The child cannot relate with the hitting. And that's why if you take our mind back and you see where a child is crying and you walk into a room and you say, why are you crying? Maybe they've corrected the child by hitting the child. They say, I don't know, my mommy beat me, flogged me. The child is not getting the message. The way to pass the message is to correct with love. And how do you correct? You call the child. Why did you do that? You speak to the child. You see, God had created children. We were once children, for crying out loud. We just didn't come up adult all of a sudden. So you talk to the child. When you talk to the child and tell the child the reason behind the punishment you are going to give now, because you did this, I'm going to send you to that naughty corner. You will stay there for 5 minutes before you come out of there.
But there's situations where you have such conversation with children and they still go back to do the same thing until you beat them.
No, simple. Bumi, you need to understand each child. Children are different. Child A is different from child B. Child B is different from C, D, and E, and F as the number. Now, you must, as a parent or a teacher, the first thing you must note is to understand the personality of each child in your class and understand the language you can relate with them for them to understand you. Simple. Now, for some children, you know the punishment? Just tell that child, go and sit in that place for 2 minutes. Mommy, please. Mommy, I'm sorry. It will happen again. You know what? Because for them, they are restless. He can't stay in a spot. So that punishment suits that child. Another is to say, that toy, you see your toy, give it to me. You're not going to have it for the next 1 week. And the child is like, please, Mommy, I won't do it again. Let's see how we go with it, but I need the toy. And you must be firm and consistent in whatever rules and regulation you have set out for your children or for the children in your class. Then when you do that, then for some, are the ones that when you talk to them, they process it.
Before.
They hate being scolded. They are the type that the minute you raise your voice, you see them, they go quiet. You even be feeling sorry for them. So that method suits that child. I know where to get you. Do you understand? So you must understand children. Because when you hit, the minute they see your hand up, they are not afraid. What have you done? You have killed the child's self-esteem. Your child is now going to be timid. That every little thing, they're afraid.
So from what you've said now, Ma, do you think our teachers are well trained enough to understand different language of children? Or it's just the case of, as long as you can teach, just go?
You know what? My first call of point is education. I'm not just talking because I'm a counselor. I take people on counsel and all that. No, I went to school and I studied that for 4 years. Schools should begin to sit back and begin to take people who are qualified, in quote, to be a teacher. Not everybody's got out to be a teacher. Do you know what it takes for you to handle children? You need patience. Every problem you have, you must put it in the back burner. The children come up with different drama every day. You must be able to accommodate them. You must see yourself as somebody who has more than enough love to share. And then again, you must understand the skills.
Very important.
You must understand the method to deal with every child in your class. I don't care whether you have 35 children in your class. And that's why not everybody should be a teacher. Teachers, if you want to be a teacher, you must have the passion for it. So when schools are taking in people, you find out today, people are looking for a job, they can't get job. Okay, the quick fix, let me just go and teach in a school. Let me go there, no, please screen them well. If you cannot take care of yourself mentally and you cannot handle your emotion, please don't lash out on children, for crying out loud.
Yeah, but yeah, we're talking about teachers being well trained and schools employing teachers that are well trained. And then the teacher should understand the personality of every child in the class. That's a big job to do. Now, are the schools also doing their part to pay well, to pay this? Because if I'm going to take care of 35 children and understand that this one, when it stands, that's when it's fine, when it sits, I should be paid well. Do you think schools are doing their best in paying teachers well?
And that's another issue again on its own. You understand, everybody is after their own pockets. And schools are not really putting in to say, this is what we have to do. What do we have to do? We need our school to be out there, to be a well-known school, recognized in every aspect. Then we must take care of our teachers. We must pay them well. Most of this private school, the fees are high. So if you are receiving such amount from the parents, then your teachers must be taken care of. And then you must take your teachers through trainings. Because there are some people, let's put it in this form, they love to teach, but they did not go through that process. Now they're coming to your own institute, you train them. If you have to sign undertaking to say, I cannot invest in you, and then after 1 year you carry your bag and leave me. No, it can't work like that. We are going to take undertaking. You will serve me after I have invested in you. You will stay with me for 3 years or 4 years before you leave. Of course they can do that. So what you are doing now, you are setting your school to stand out among all schools. Why are parents rushing after certain schools and the fees, when you hear them, you can't even put them together?
Yes.
But what do they tell you? Let me see value for my money. At least when I send my child to a school, my child should come out complete. Emotionally, psychologically, physically. And then I should have peace of mind. Because the minute the parents hand over the children to the school, it is the responsibility of the school at that point of the welfare of the child. It's no longer in my hands. I cannot be there hustling for crying out loud and then for me to be receiving a call that my child has been beaten mercilessly. What is the offense that is so bad that a teacher cannot put their emotions behind and tackle the issue and correct the child?
This topic just brings mixed feeling, because it feels like even coming to this generation, it feels like teachers are lenient with these new ones. That's why you see them out there today. They act anyhow. They are sometimes even very disrespectful compared to when
The
we
previous
were
generation. But
compared to
I
when
don't.
we were growing up, and it feels like even if you want to do something, there's always this thought of if I do this, there will be consequences. But now they just feel like they can just do anything. What do you think is the way forward?
The way forward with the teachers is the school to actually monitor their teachers. School should, if I have a school, for crying out loud, the vision is my vision. I've put people there to help me carry out this vision. It is my responsibility to make sure that I put checks so that at least my vision will be maintained. So schools must monitor their teachers. You must monitor the teachers. And that does not mean that parents should come and be rude to teachers.
I was going to get. I was planning.
Are
to
we
get
getting there?
Yes.
Because a parent that doesn't have manners, that doesn't have good character, will show that anywhere and will bring up their children in such a way, because you can only give what you have. What you don't have, you can't give. So we're talking to teachers, we're also talking to parents.
Now let's even get to parents. Now I want us to get to parents. Now this week I was at a doctor's appointment and I saw a little child, maybe around three, and it was playing in the hospital. There was a big mirror there, pressing the mirror, pushing the mirror, and the father was just saying, "Come and sit down." I felt uncomfortable. People, even the nurses there, felt uncomfortable. But you could. These days, you can't say much. If not, they'll look at you. But these days, you see parents, even in churches, you see parents, they leave their children running around. So is this the new form of parenting? Because I wasn't brought up that way. Sit, you sit. But you see children running, and parents don't do much. It's just a baby. It's just a child. And then some of us are quite irritated by such behavior.
And let me just chip in something. There's this new rate of children breaking home appliances now compared to when we were growing, because it's everywhere now.
And parents said, but they're just being children.
You see, when I see cases like this, right, what comes to mind? And I tell them in counseling room, you're a lazy parent. It's not everybody that's got out to be a parent. It is sad. Parents, you have to be intentional. It is a responsibility. That is your number one assignment. Whether you are CEO, whether you are this, whether you are whoever, as far as you have decided to bring children into this world, you must bring them right. You see this lazy attitude of parenting. They call it modern day. There is no modern anywhere. Parenting is parenting, because at the end of the day, what they don't understand is that it's going to fall back to you and you will suffer it. It takes a lot to raise children. It is not rice and beans. It is not rice and beans. And every child is different. A parent must be intentional to understand the personality of their children and know how to raise them well. You shouldn't be given instruction and your child is there misbehaving in public, and you sit down there and you say, "Oh, sit down, come here." Excuse me, you have failed as a parent. Yes, you failed. Just the eye alone
That's
tells my children that
behave yourself.
Will change. I will not hit you. I'm not going to hit you. But when I give you that look,
you should know that
the look tells you, my dear, correct, even to the little one. Because at home, I've already started talking. Don't do this, don't do that. And not only am I talking, I stand as a role model for them to copy. Some parents are not good role models. So what is your child copying? When the domestic staff at home, you treat them like rags. You talk to your driver anyhow. You talk to everybody anyhow. You come out as if the world is standing on your shoulder. Your child is watching. Your child is copying, and it will come back to you.
So what do we say for parents, both parents who are always on the road and they don't have time for their children?
Because there are times work comes like that.
Oh yes, I just love that. I love this question when it comes to me.
Yeah.
Even when they have issues, when they brought them in the counseling room, you hear, "Madam Harriet, it's not my fault. It's because we have to hustle. We have to look for money. One person income does not take care of family these days." I say, perfect. But you know what? The beauty of technology is so good. Now, you are the structure. You need to have a structure in your house. It is not a kaite, pardon me, that should have a structure. You, the mother of the home, the father of the home, it takes two to build up children. No. It takes two to raise children. No. It's not a woman affair. It's husband and wife come together to raise, because two has become one. All right? And speak in one voice. Now, build your structure and put in people, train them to understand your structure, and then monitor them. I can be in the office and I put in my tap and I see what is going on. And when it's time to pick up my children from school, I am working. Oh, I have break time, don't I? Do I work all around the clock? No. There should be break time for me now. My 1 hour break time, I use it to check what is going on here. This one is going on. This. You must be intentional. Then when I finish, you see, I'm communicating. Then when it's time, they have PTA, they have this. I will tell my office, I will find out time. If I cannot go, my husband should be able to go. One person should represent and know what this child is doing, because children come with different personalities. At home, they show you this. In the school, they show you that. So let me know. Then, when I come back at home, whatever the time is, I go through your work.
But if you get home at 10 p.m. and the child is asleep? The child is asleep.
The bag is there. The bag is not sleeping now. Can I not go through and see whether he's done the homework? Listen, parenting is number one assignment. On that day, all of us, we stand. We pray, God, give me children, give me children. He has given you. What did you do with them? Did they go straight or they went crooked? You have to take that responsibility. It is your cross. Do you know how many people I see in counseling room when the foundation was not firm, and today they send their children abroad and the child comes back with what? Ungraded results. After you have paid how much you pay per term. Do you know how much it is you have changed to pay for per term? And then the child comes with no result. And you blame who? Now think of the foundation. Were you monitoring? How well did you prepare this child before you send the child out? No preparation. You just feel money will do it. Money can't train.
Now, let's go back to that video we saw. Now, in such situations where parents see that being done to their child, what should be the steps the parent should take?
You see, I applaud the lady there, the mother, that she did not pounce on that teacher to give her the beating of her life. I really applaud her, because we are humans. We all react in different ways. All right? Now, what she should do is actually to report to the authorities. This is child abuse.
But is it that easy? You know, we're parents. Hey, because I can imagine seeing a mark on my...
That's what I said. That's why I said, listen, because you know what? We cannot take anger to correct anger. No.
It's not possible. Yeah.
No, we can't. And the school authority should be held accountable for this as well. The teacher, in quotes, should be seriously dealt with. Do you understand? Because when we go, if you go with anger, and you act in a certain way, let me tell you the truth, my dear Bumi. Let me tell you guys the truth. Everybody you see today that is working, you can't tell what is going on in their lives. You don't want a situation, you go and hit somebody and the person drops dead.
Yes.
The story changes, so it becomes a murder case. You have killed. Now, the story has moved from whatever to a different story. So please, hit no one. Let the law take its course. That's all. Do you understand? And then again, for parents again, whatever school, wherever you put your children, please make sure you monitor. Don't leave everything to the school, and then communicate with your children effectively. Find out what is going on with the child. Even no matter how little the child is, they can talk. When a child keeps complaining to you, I don't want to go to school, I don't want to go to school, teacher this, teacher, they don't say, please, what is your problem?
Pay attention to it.
Kilo day. That school is the school your brother went to. Your sister went there. Everybody's a good school. Please, no. It can be a good school for them. Might not be a good school for me. So you listen to your children. Communicate with your children. Have that effective communication with them. And also work in collaboration with the school. I tell parents, I say, you know what? At the time my children were growing up, I joined the PTA. I have my reason for that. And it worked so well. With the PTA, I had a voice. When I see certain things that teachers are doing wrong, I say, no.
This is wrong.
Error. You can't do it this way. So I put in that time. I became a member of the PTA. I served all through my children were in school until they left. And then what did he do? He also boosts my children's self-esteem. Because as you walk in, they're all screaming, your mom is here, your mom is here, your mom is here, your mom is here.
Yes.
And he give them that, he give them that. And then he also put them on the check. I am in the PTA, you cannot misbehave. Are you getting that?
Well.
Good. So parents must be intentional. The minute your children get to different stages, you must follow them with those stages. Listen, no matter the money you are making, if you make all that money and lose these children, my dear, you will regret your life.
A very quick one, Ma. Do you think this new generation they get to expose at a very young age, all in the name of new age?
Okay. Yeah, there's exposure everywhere now because of the social media. Social media is not a bad thing. It has its good side and it has also the ugly side. But parents you must mind what your children are exposed to. Because if you check in schools today, most of the assignments are done online. So they come, Mommy, I want to take your phone. My teacher has given me assignment. Oh yeah, sit down, let's see. Which assignment is it? Oh yeah, I'll put it on, let's see. Most of the time, I always advise them. I say, depending on the age, you should be able to give them not smartphone at this age. No, we should be able to do restriction in certain areas. All right? And whatever thing they're using, it should be what you can assess. All right? So that you see what they have done. And you, the parent, must be informed. This computer thing, all this thing they are doing, oh my year, you will understand it. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh my year, you will go back to school. You will learn little one. Even sometimes you don't know when they are doing things. You say, bring it now, let's do it together. You see what you are doing. The way to understand children is very simple. You come to their level.
Yeah, we were running out of time, but let's in less than 30 seconds, I just want to throw this and let's wrap it up. Now, while growing up, we believed in communal training, everybody. Now, what are your thoughts about communal training these days? Should it still work? Does it still work? Is it still a thing? In 30 seconds.
It's not working anymore. It's not these days, it's not working. Today, these days, everybody's like, leave my child. If he's spoiled on my own, mind your business. It's not cocoa, it's none of your business.
Should we bring it back?
Bringing it back is perfect because you know why? I don't have my eyes everywhere, but you can be my eye, you can be my brother, you can also take care of them for me.
Oh,
do you understand?
Thank you. We've run out of time. We really appreciate your time here. That was such a marvelous conversation.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much. Aret Ogbobine, she's a certified relationship, family, and lifestyle counselor. Thank you for coming.
We're definitely going to have you again.
Yeah, we're going to have her again. We're definitely
every time. I'm
definitely going to have her again. Thank you very much. Dayo, we need to leave.
All right. My name is Kendi Adida. See you next weekend.
Thank you very much for watching. My name is Bababumi Agbibi. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.